Hey guys, Luna456 here, or just call me Edward, that's my real name. And today I want to talk about my hopes and thoughts for Shantae 5. But before we get into that, I have a friend with me here today to kind of just, we can compare our thoughts and like maybe think of some ideas we want for Shantae 5. So, can you introduce yourself, guest?
Hello, everybody. My name is Nostalgia714, or my real name is Benny.
Yeah, and before we get started, I guess let's talk about, just recap on Shantae's history. So Shantae is an indie character owned by Wayforward. Her first game was on the Game Boy Color back in like 2002. It was distributed by Capcom. It was made by Matt Bozon's wife technically made the character, and then he kind of got like Wayforward to make the game for it. And since then, I want to say ever since Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, Shantae's been kind of like pretty much next to Shovel Knight, the face of indie gaming, at least in my opinion. And like she's kind of like skyrocketed very far, like as far as people wanting her as a playable fighter in Smash Brothers, which I would love, but I don't know if that's gonna happen now, seeing how Nintendo doesn't really want to fucking put in indie characters. But that's besides the point. So today we're here to talk about, like I said, our hopes and thoughts for Shantae 5. But let's talk about our experience with Shantae first. So, Benny, do you know what your first experience was for Shantae at all? Any memories or anything?
So, I want to say my first experience with Shantae was one day I was scrolling through Some Call Me Johnny's channel, and then he happened to have some reviews when he was doing an indie game marathon, and he said he was going to review the Shantae series, and I was just interested on what this series was because I'd never heard of it. So I watched the reviews and I thought it was an interesting series, and then I watched Brain Scratch commentary on the series, and then my first game was Pirate's Curse when I got Xbox Game Pass because that's on there, and after that I just played the Half-Genie Hero, or just a normal campaign, none of the DLC. But yeah, that's how I got into the series.
Yeah, that's cool, man. For me, that's a similar story. I also watched Some Call Me Johnny, who's really good reviewer, by the way. Definitely like a big inspiration to me and like probably a bunch of other people on YouTube. I'll probably have like a link to his channel along with like the Shantae videos he made. But I remember I watched them, and keep in mind, like, I do like games, but like I don't know too many franchises. Like I only really play like Sonic and like Mega Man, mostly Sonic because I have no variety. But I remember I saw his reviews and I was like, oh, this is like a cute little game. And I remember he talked about Half-Genie Hero, which was going to be the newest game in the series. So I was like, hey, let me pick up a PS4 because I didn't want the Wii U version because I knew that port was probably going to be not the best, which I think it wasn't the best port of the game. But I got a PS4 with the copy of Half-Genie Hero, and I remember really enjoying it. Like, it was a really like fun little platforming game. It made me fall in love with Shantae as a character, along with like her universe lore and like the other characters, along with like the really fun and unique gameplay of like the animal transformations. And then I remember I got a Steam card as one of my gifts for my birthday, and you said, I was like, man, I don't know what to freaking buy with this $20 Steam card. And you're like, oh, just buy Pirate's Curse. Then I played Pirate's Curse, and as of now, Pirate's Curse is probably my favorite game of all time. Like, everything about that game to me is just really, really perfect. Like, the story is really big and like adventurous to me. You get to see Shantae and Risky more kind of like, build a relationship as characters, and then you get to see lore behind like Roddy Tops and all that. There's really fun like character interaction. Not to say like there isn't in Half-Genie. We'll get to that later because that's actually one of our topics. But I really like the story of Pirate's Curse. The pixel styles look really good. Well, I do like the hand drawn stuff more. Again, another topic I'll get to later. The pixels are really nice. The music's great. Everything about the game to me is just really fun, and like anyone can really pick it up. It's not a hard Metroidvania to pick up. But yeah, that's mostly my experience with Shantae. I haven't played Risky's Revenge or the Game Boy Color games to really, like get an opinion on the full series. I do plan on doing that soon, but as of now, I've only played Half-Genie Hero and Pirate's Curse, which I'm really impressed with. But yeah, that's our experience with Shantae. So obviously a few weeks or months ago, like weeks ago, probably at the time of recording this, Wayforward announced the 5th game in the series, which is funny because you and I actually talked about what we wanted for the 5th game, and I was like, hey, maybe we should do it for a little video, because why not? So that's what we're going to talk about today, and I have a few topics. So the first topic we have about Shantae 5 is the story. Now, Ben, I guess you can go first. What you would like to see in the story for Shantae 5, if you have like any ideas or anything.
So for me, I want to say Half-Genie Hero kind of left a simple-ish kind of really like. It wasn't a bad story, but I feel like I don't know if Wayforward might have rushed out Half-Genie Hero or something, but it feels like Half-Genie Hero feels kind of disjointed, or there's some parts missing. For like, I'll give an example. Like, I'll say Holly, which is people are probably like, who the hell is Holly? But like, Holly's a character that shows up probably twice in the entire game.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a replacement for Shantae.
Yeah, like
it shows up twice in the game.
Like
Did you beat her and then she doesn't show up again?
To be honest, if I could compare really quick, I feel to me she kind of feels like Infinite from Sonic Forces, where like they wanted to make her like another like antagonist for the game, but like, and don't get me wrong, I love the writing in Shantae games, but like I see what you mean. Like they don't use her that much. Like to me, she kind of felt like Infinite, where she felt like she was supposed to be like a big part of the game, but like they didn't use her. Like she was only really used for like maybe like a quarter of the game, and then after that you just never see her again. Like she's not mentioned, and all that. Like, she just shows up for like half of the game, like a quarter of it, and then like she's never to be heard of again. And I'm not gonna count the DLC either, because like that's just DLC. Like you can't, like, I doubt that Jamie's mode and like Officer mode are like canon to the actual game story and like the Shantae universe in general.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say that I feel like, I don't know, like the way Half-Genie Heroes handled, even like, if I remember correctly, there's Mega Shantae in the game, but you don't even fight Mega Shantae in the main story, which is like,
yeah, that's only
a main bummer.
That's only through Friends to the End, which is a DLC you have to pay for. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm just talking about the main story here.
Yeah,
so,
like if you want, like, yeah, and even then, like Risky kind of shows her side of the story too through pirate mode, which is again another DLC you kind of have to buy, so you're not getting like
even then,
the full story.
That feels disjointed. So
yeah,
and like, especially after Pirate's Curse, which feels like a very like full like end of a story.
Like how I said earlier, like Pirates.
The beginning, when you're like, I don't want to say enemies with Risky, but you're acquaintances with Risky. To the end, when they're not friends, they're still not friends, but they're closer than they were before to finish the Pirate Master.
Yeah, actually, remember I watched the video and they explained like, oh yeah, like Shantae and Risky felt like, they kind of like grew closer, and then they said, oh, now in Half-Genie Hero, she's just like, oh, I'm evil again, Shantae. Yeah, like I can see what people mean and all that. So I'm assuming for Shantae 5.
Shantae 5. I feel like I would want maybe an expansion on what the genies are, or like a backstory to the genies, or maybe like Shantae's like parents' family story.
Yeah, because
like her like, I know Risky has a backstory with Shantae's parents, so maybe we could expand on that, because I have a feeling Risky's definitely gonna be the villain again in Shantae 5. And if she's not, just for the better, but it's probably gonna happen again.
I can definitely see what you mean, because like, I just had it in my head for a second. Yeah, this isn't scripted, we're just kind of rambling on, which is why sometimes you'll hear me say yeah in the background, because I'm trying to say something, but I keep forgetting, I have to let Benny talk. But yeah, because like, because Pirate's Curse and Half-Genie Hero kind of like, they kind of hinted at stuff, like how the Pirate Master goes to Shantae, oh, you're here to fill your mother's shoes? Or like how technically you could say there's theories on like when Shantae's like in the hell like dungeon or whatever that place is. I forgot what it's called. You know the level I'm talking about, right?
The one in Mudbog Island.
Yeah, like people speculate that's like Shantae's dad. And then like in Half-Genie here they talk more about like the genie world. It's like Shantae's like, oh, you're the only one that can save the genie realm and stuff. But like they don't really go into like the lore, like backstory of it. So I think we're on the same page here. That we would like to see.
I just want an expansion, but honestly, story, I just want like good characterization, which is probably gonna be expected.
Yeah.
From the Shantae game. So.
Yeah.
Like, there's no complaints here on the character. I just want, like, better than Half-Genie Hero. It could be on the same level as Pirate's Curse. It could be better. That'd be awesome. But if it could be on Pirate's Curse level, then yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so my thoughts...
I know that Risky's Revenge doesn't have that good of... Well, it has a story, but it's like Shantae versus Risky again. And then...
Yeah.
Then the original is like Risky's trying to gather things for a steam machine, which is Shantae versus Risky.
Yeah.
And then Half-Genie Hero, once again, Shantae versus Risky. The only one that's different is Pirate's Curse. And that's because Risky gets basically taken, everything taken from her, and Shantae uses it. So yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. I think our thoughts are pretty much the same. Cause here's my thing with stories. Well, like I did say I prefer like the bigger story of Pirate's Curse. I don't really care as long as there's good characterization. Cause I know I'm bringing up Sonic a lot in this video. This is a Shantae video, but like something I like about the older Sonic games, like the reason why I like a game like Sonic Heroes' plot, despite like the dialogue being really cheesy, is that like I really enjoyed the characterization. Like the characterization to me is like really on point. And that's what I look mostly like in any story really. Like that's why I really like movies like Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, for example, where it's like I heard like from some people, and yes, some people actually think this, but it's their opinion, so don't scream at them for it. They say, oh, like the plot's like predictable, but like the thing that makes that movie, in my opinion, or like any story, like in anything, is like the characters. Like to quote the Kim Possible team, if you have like you make your characters first, because if you have well-developed characters, you can fit them in any story, which is why I really love like the dialogue and characterization and like Half-Genie here, because like it's really fun to see like these characters talk and like interact, like in Half-Genie Hero, for example, when Shantae and Bolo are gonna go into the Mermaid Factory to stop Techno Baron, Bolo's like, oh, like I'm always in your shadow, and you know I always feel like, you know, I never get the spotlight I deserve, and then Shantae's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Or like, or some other character moments. Or like when they're gonna get ready for like the race, and like Sky's like very like freaking she's like very like suspicious about Roddy Top, because I'm pretty sure like in Risky's Revenge or something she tried to eat like Shantae's brain or something like that. So she's like very like oh, I don't know about her.
That was in the first game too.
Was it in the first game? Because I never played the first game.
I think you have to race Risky, or not Risky, Roddy Tops, and if you lose, then she'll eat you.
Yeah, so like I love character moments like that. Like they're really fun. So like what I'd like to see in a Shantae 5 story would be like pretty much what Pirates Curse, like make it like a big like adventure with like, I mean, I don't mind if Risky's like the villain again, but like maybe give like some new information like about her, like, well, no, Pirates Curse did about her past, but like I don't know, maybe make her more interesting, or just find some new antagonists, or like, you know, like you said, give more lore on like the Genie realm, or like Shantae's past or whatever, or like maybe like Uncle Mimic, like what does Uncle Mimic think of Shantae's parents, because he never really gives his perspective on things. Well, he does,
Uncle
but
Mimic's just there, so
yeah.
He just builds stuff. That's Uncle Mimic.
Yeah. So I think we agree, bigger story and pretty much the same characterization. I think we both agree on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about is levels versus dungeons. So this is, to me, this is a pretty big one. This is a pretty big one right here. So I guess, Benny, you can go first on what you think is better.
Me, I think dungeons is better. But that's because I'm more of a Metroidvania kind of guy. Recently, once I started playing in the Metroid series and the Castlevania series, but I like the aspect of exploration in my levels, and exploring and getting items, and then getting to a final boss, or a boss at the end of the dungeon. It's just satisfying to me. But I don't mind the level to level, but the levels have to be bigger, because in Half-Genie Hero, basically, I'll give the cat out of the bag and say Hypno Baron's level is like just a couple rooms and you go straight into Hypno Baron. Maybe like a 10-minute level if you're not looking through everything. And I was like, this feels kind of unfinished. So if we're gonna do level to level, I want bigger levels. If we do dungeons, let's do them like they were in Pirate's Curse, and not risk revenge, because dungeons revenge.
For me, I can technically go both ways. Cause keep in mind, Half-Genie Hero was like my first Shantae game, so I may be a little biased, but like, here's the thing. I definitely agree there should be bigger levels, and to be honest, they need to add like more levels, cause like, I feel, cause they really like want to combine like the Metroidvania with platforming, and while I do like Half-Genie Hero a lot, I feel like the two don't really mesh well, if you know what I mean. So like,
yeah, I do. I know what you mean.
Cause like I really like I love Half-Genie. Half-Genie Hero is a really good game, and like if you want to get into Shantae, I don't think Half-Genie Hero is like a bad story. It's a good game. It's a really good game, and I recommend that you buy it and try it for yourself, because it's actually a really fun game with a lot of charm. But like sometimes I find myself playing the game, and I'm just like, oh, I have to go back to like Mermaid Falls for like the 10th millionth time to get something. It's like I think they should just keep it like a level to level, like just add more levels and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, because they were trying to make like a Mega Man game. So just do it like that. Just make like levels that you just progress through.
So you prefer levels?
Well, let me talk about the. I want to talk about the dungeons, but I mean they're good, but I can't say too much on them because I mean they're just really good. They're big, they're explorative. They help you find the item you're gonna find next. So if I had to pick one though, that's really tough.
I was gonna add on to what you were saying here, but about the level to level one, the Mermaid Falls is probably the biggest example, but it really irritates me how in Mermaid Falls you have to visit like 3 or 4 times just to grab one thing. You leave the level, go back, give the item to the person, then you have to go back to Mermaid Falls, and it's like it's kind of tedious, honestly. And I feel like Shantae and the Pirate's Curse had it right with the different islands and just going quick to them. Or you could be... The only thing you would have to backtrack for in Pirate's Curse, I would say, is when you get a new pirate ability. And then you could explore something that you couldn't before on an island.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
I know Half-Genie Hero does that sometimes, but it's like... It's still, like, kind of tedious. So, like... For me, I think I'm gonna say dungeons as well, but that's only because I feel like Wayforward probably knows how to do the dungeons more than the levels.
I'm gonna say this though. I want dungeons specifically how they were designed for pirates, because I know that in Risky's Revenge, dungeons were really an issue, and that in the original Shantae, that dungeons were, like in the original 2 like there wasn't even safe fire. Huge, so like if you die, you die. So yeah, I want them like they were in Pirates. You go through them, you get an item, you get out, save. That's what it is.
Yeah, so I think we're both gonna agree on dungeons, which I think is probably gonna happen because for anyone who doesn't know this yet, was it an Xbox like trailer or something?
No, it was just like a showcase of different games coming out. I don't know where it was from, but there was a kind of a bit of 5 seconds of footage leak.
Yeah, it was like it was like a quote unquote leak of apparently Shantae 5, and it looks from the 5 seconds of footage, which I'll probably edit in the video when I'm editing, but it's like 5 seconds of like Shantae 5. Like I'm assuming like a very very early beta, because as most of you know, they reveal like the concept art, which I'm gonna assume is the Shantae tradition now. It's like an art style for every new game, and it seems...
I was gonna say this footage, you can kind of tell it's a beta because the only thing on the left side is magic.
Yeah, it's the same magic meter from Half-Genie Hero, and then it's like using the same like Shantae sprite from Half-Genie Hero. Which I mean, if they bring those back, don't get me wrong, I won't be mad because I like the sprite in Shantae Half-Genie Hero. Actually,
we'll get into that.
We'll get into that later. But like, I think we can all assume it's like a very early beta, because Wayforward did say this game's like really early in development. Like,
we know though that it's coming out this year, which means they're close to finish with it. So
yeah, so let's cross your fingers. So yeah, next we're gonna talk about sprites. So hand drawn sprites versus pixel sprites, and then if Wayforward's ever interested in the future, maybe they want to do like a 2.5D game. But let's talk about the
Our preferences.
yeah. So I guess
So-
you go first.
So me personally, I love this. I love sprite art. I love what people can do and how like animations can be done with sprite art. I just think it's interesting. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't mind the hand drawn. How it was in Half-Genie Hero, because that can add charm too. But I feel like sprite, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain like the differences and how they're different, because like hand drawn does have like character too, but it's really cool to see how sprite art can accomplish these little blocks, tiny blocks of color, how they accomplish like these animations. And like, I guess I want to say when I started playing Mega Man, or where something as simple as Mega Man just blinking on the screen when you're just standing, it's just like it was the first time I'd see something like that nice. And I guess it's like the same for like a Super Metroid or a Castlevania Symphony of the Night, or even like when Samus dies in Super Metroid, she basically explodes out the suit. You see the Zero suit, and like when Alucard dies, he like bursts in a ball of blood or something. And I think that's just cool how you do that with little blocks. But I don't mind the hand drawn art, because I think that shit looks beautiful too. Hand drawn art, although it may look like a piece of paper just walking, well, not a piece of paper, like, I want to kind of compare it to like how Paper Mario, but it's kind of hard to explain the differences if you want to add on to anything.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think before I get on to my thoughts, what do you think if, because I think it's pretty clear at this point that Shantae 5 is gonna be like a sprite
Yeah.
game, but like if Wayforward ever like came out and say, oh, we're gonna do like a 2.5D Shantae game, like what would you think of that?
I wouldn't mind, but like I feel like a lot of the characters or would be lost moving into the transition into 2.5D. But yeah, that's what I feel like, because like, I don't know, I feel like it might just be me, but like, I'm gonna give an example here. I'm gonna start with Mario.
Yeah, go ahead.
Going from Mario World to New Super Mario Brothers Wii. New Super Mario Brothers Wii looks bland as hell. Like compared to like how colorful Mario World. And Mario World sprite very early sprite art. Like this is the first like super or one of them. Compare that to New Super Mario Brothers Wii, which is a game that came out way later on a better generation console. And these characters like show no emotion at all. Like the most they'll is look at you green if you stand there for too quick. And even in the backgrounds in these Mario games for the new Mario games are just like static kind of 2D just hand drawn background. When I compare that to like Mario World, where I don't know, even like the clouds move and stuff. But I wouldn't mind the 2.5D aspect, but I feel like more charm comes from hand-drawn sprites or just like pixel art.
Yeah, I can definitely see what you mean, because an example of this is I remember I was watching a review of another YouTuber I'll probably link to, Cooper Castell. He does like reviews and stuff like that. He's like inspired by John, like other gaming reviews, but I remember he did a review of Sonic Generations, right? And he said he did not like how classic Sonic looked, because he felt like classic Sonic was kind of more built for like 2D and like pixel art. But when you bring that into 3D, it's like weird, because you can see like how circular he is. If you get what he's saying.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up Sonic the Hedgehog 4, but I don't think that's a...
Yeah, I think we don't want to beat a dead horse here. So but for me anyway, out of all the ones, I'm gonna say I'll pick hand drawn. Now, I definitely what you say about pixel art. It's really nice to see like little animations, so like these little blocks. It's really impressive, but like, I think it's because like I'm like an old school Disney fan and stuff like that. I really like seeing like hand drawn like in 60 like Cuphead, for example. Like Cuphead's a really good example of that kind of like sprite animation with like hand drawn.
But here's the thing, though. I didn't add on to this to my hand-drawn comparison, but I remember I was watching the one video. I think it was Brain Scratch's run of Half-Genie Hero, and Lewis was talking about how certain games when they certain sprite-based games when they transition into the hand-drawn type sprite, like the backgrounds, right? I started to notice this when he said this, but the backgrounds start to look, when they're transformed into hand-drawn, start to look a little more blocky. And an example of this would be, I want to say DuckTales Remastered.
Yeah.
So DuckTales, the original game, an 8-bit game, we all know. Just listen to the Moon theme, that's a good theme. But when they remastered, the designs look good and everything, but one of the issues I have is that it's like very blocky. And I could say that about parts of Half-Genie Hero 2. Like, there's parts that are very blocky in that game that I don't see in Pirate's Curse. Like, with sprite art, you don't see like as much blockiness. Kind of doesn't make sense because it's pixel art, but I don't know if you know what I mean, but
yeah, because like I think an example would be like the purple blocks you can break in Half-Genie Hero is like a really good example of that.
They look like compared to the ones in Pirate's Curse, they look more blocky. Yeah. If you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, and I want to say like the inside of Mermaid Falls is probably a huge example.
Yeah.
Like that place is just like a ton of like blocky level design. Not that it's a bad idea, because I still have fun playing through these, but I just prefer the sprite art. But
yeah, I was gonna say, because like I said, like I love Half-Genie Hero a lot. Like it's a good game, but like when you say it's blocky, like when you kind of look at the level design, it kind of looks like they got like a really simple level editor and just kind of put it together. Like not all the sections, but like some specific sections. If you know what I mean.
I want to give another example.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm talking about, what was the name of the sand? I forgot what his name was.
Oh, and wait, in Half-Genie Hero, the sand level?
Yeah, the
Tasseltown.
Yeah, but the sandworm. What was his name?
Oh, Wilbert,
right? You know this part where Wilbert's chasing you up the like ruins or whatever?
Yeah.
That's a huge example of blocky level design. Like, that entire part is just blocky level. You literally, like, when you're climbing up, like, I remember the first time I played at that section, I swear I died like 10 or 15 because I got stuck in certain parts because of the blocky level design, or I just sucked as a player, but
in my opinion, actually, I don't think Wilbert's bad in like the normal campaign, but in the DLC, like he's kind of a bitch to get through, cause like for example, like in Friends to the End DLC, like Sky, Bolo, and Roddy Tops like all have all these different abilities and stuff, and like you have to use them to get through. Well, like Wilbert's like chasing after you like a fucking mad dog, and like it can get kind of annoying. Like I remember, and a person agrees with me on this on Twitter too, but he said like, did anyone else have like trouble getting through Wilbert with like officer mode? Like I forgot what certain sections, but like, I remember it was like a bitch to get through that. So yeah,
I remember I had trouble with it in Jammies mode, and Jammies mode has a freaking cloud that you can climb up, and I still had trouble with that section. So I guess Wilbert's not the best part of the game.
Yeah, Wilbur. Well, keep in mind he's with Holly, and Holly's like in a quarter of the game, and then she's like never to be seen again.
That's another complaint I wanted to bring up.
What?
You don't even have a boss fight with her.
Oh yeah, she's just like, oh yeah, just fight my fucking pet worm, and I'll see you later. And then she's like, you freaking ruined my plan.
Back on topic here.
Yeah. So I can definitely just see me now, like it's blocky and stuff. But
like I said, I could prefer one or the other.
Yeah, like at the end of the day,
I think both look good, but
yeah,
since I think it's kind of for my preference for older kind of retro-ish games, or like the Metroidvanias I've played, I kind of prefer the sprite up, but I don't mind hand-drawn. Hand-drawn looks beautiful to me as well. So now 2.5D, that's different. I don't mind that either, but I think out of the three, 2.5D's on the bottom.
Your Shantae graphics like chart,
which makes no sense because it should be sprite art at the bottom, hand drawn, and then 2.5.
Yeah,
but it's the opposite for me. But
yeah, it's pretty ironic. But yeah, for me, I would actually like to see a 2.5D Shantae game. I
I
wouldn't.
mean, I wouldn't mind either. Like Wayforward. Well, I kind of don't want to see Wayforward screw up, but
Mhm.
I would say stick to what you know. But like that's kind of boring.
Yeah, but like, cause I think I want to see like an official like 3D Shantae model. Like I think the closest we're gonna get to that is
a fan made one.
yeah, like there's a fan made Pirate's Curse one which looks really good. Another fan made one which I saw in like Shantae like Waluigi Smash Bros video, which is actually really funny. And then technically you can count like the Japanese like build it like yourself together Shantae figure. Like that's gonna be the closest thing we get. So
I just want to say though, like I don't know. I feel like Shantae should stick to 2D.
which I wouldn't
Like
complain really.
it's kind of like I want to bring up another game here, but Shovel Knight should obviously stick to 2D. Maybe the next game should be a 16-bit game or a hand-drawn game, but I feel like Shovel Knight should stick to 2D as well because I don't know, but these 2.5D models of like old 2D games. I don't know how I feel about that.
I can see what you mean because like if they don't get like the animations right, it can look like a good example would be like Mega Man 11, which don't get me wrong is a good game, really good game.
Oh, I haven't played it yet, but
Yeah.
you could.
Yeah, like when Mega Man's like running in that game, like his running animation is stiff as hell. Like it doesn't look fluid. If you know what I mean.
Because it doesn't transfer well to 2.5D.
That's probably what it is. So
Is that
like
probably what it is?
that's probably what it is. Because I remember, because I'm like, don't get me wrong, I said obviously a stiff animation is not going to win the game.
But would you say that in Smash Brothers it transfers? That's
Hell
maybe
yeah.
Maybe they got it right in Smash.
Yeah, well, because keep in mind, like, I'm pretty sure what Sakurai does that he has to, like, study each character and how they move in their own games, and he has to translate that into the
keep
fighting
in mind,
game.
this is, like, Capcom's first attempt of bringing 2D, 2.5D
Yeah.
Mega Man Sprites. So.
Yeah. And I don't think... Even then, I feel like maybe some other 2.5D Mega Man games were kind of stiff, like... I think Mega Man X's run was, like, stiff in, like, Maverick Hunter on PSP, I think. I'm not too positive.
Yeah, and Powered Up was, like, EB, so
Yeah.
we can't even compare that.
Yeah, but I swear, like, sometimes when I look at them, they're just stiff, so maybe Capcom hasn't got it right, because, like, Smash Brothers, like...
Well, maybe with Shantae, maybe Shantae 6 will do it, because we know it's not happening 5.
Yeah,
But
because
maybe
it's
Shantae 6
it's
will do it.
guaranteed that it's gonna be like a sprite game, which is fine.
And like I
so,
said, I wouldn't mind, but yeah.
yeah,
Maybe Wayforward just keep doing their thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let them keep doing.
So-
These are just our opinions.
yeah,
so-
these are our opinions. So I guess, like I said, for me, I'd prefer the hand-drawn sprites, but I like the
How about we
Pirate's
do
Curse
this?
sprites.
How about we scale like the 3 different things? So,
Okay, yeah. So I guess you go first since you're the guest.
Well, I would want my preference is sprite art or pixel art, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
The ones that is specifically the design from Pirate's Curse, because I know that in Risky's Revenge they were skinny as hell. But
Yeah. Actually, since we're talking about, can we talk about art styles really quick? Because that's actually a topic I forgot to put in. But let's
Okay, go.
let's finish this like sprite discussion first.
okay, I want to say pixel art first, hand drawn second, and 2.5D. But I have no issue with any of the 3. I just have preference.
I'm gonna say the same, but just switch hand drawn first and then sprite
Yeah.
second. Which, like I said, I love both. It's just I'm probably a little biased because I played Half-Genie Hero first, but they're both
You
good.
also will, yeah.
Yeah, but since we just talked about this, let's talk about art styles really quick. I really do not like Shantae 1 and Risky's
No, I don't
Revenge.
mind Shantae 1. I think the one that's the worst is Risky's Revenge.
To me, they're like
Risky's Revenge. is
to
the
me
best.
like they're both the same thing, except Risky's Revenge just added more stuff, and I don't like it. Like to bring up
But
some.
you can't even tell. It's because like the series started off. I want to say it started off more of like I don't want to say realistic, but like an anime-ish kind of.
Yeah.
It started off in anime-ish with the first 2 games, and then it went further better to the cartoonish style that it is right now.
Yeah. But like I don't know. Like
Go ahead.
I was gonna say to bring up Some Call Me Johnny again. Like in that art style, and not like the pixel, because the pixel looks good in Risky's Revenge and Shantae won, but it's like the promotional like character art. It's like, to quote Some Call Me Johnny, like everyone looks like they need to eat like a fucking sandwich.
I guess they ate that sandwich.
Yeah, in Pirate's Curse. Maybe they ate it too much. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not PG, guys. Sorry.
The difference is like
Yeah.
how different a transition it was from Risky's Revenge to Pirate's Curse.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. Like, I think when it got to Pirate's Curse, they got it like really right, because like the characters, to me, first of all, their bodies look way better, and I'm not saying that because Shantae got bigger tits now. I'm saying because like her face just looks better to me. Like, it's more expressive now, and I don't like if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they just added more expression.
Like it looks better, and like
I just like the art design, and I know Wayforward like switches it for every game. But I was gonna ask you, were the portraits different from how they look from Pirate's Curse into Half-Genie?
Oh,
were the portraits different, or were they still like the same type of portrait? And it was just the art style in the game that changed.
Like, what do you mean by that? Like, I don't
like
really know.
when they speak and their portrait pops up, or their character pops up.
That still happens. It's like the same thing where it's like depending what they're saying, like the drawing's gonna change.
I haven't played Half-Genie Hero in a while, but
yeah. So like if Shantae's like mad, it's gonna show a portrait of her not like being like the happiest.
Okay, yeah,
like,
I think that to say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that should hopefully stay a staple in the series. But like, yeah, Pirate's Curse did a really big improvement for me, and then I think, to me, I want to say like Half-Genie Hero got it like just right for me, because I really love the way the characters look. Like, to me,
because you like the more cartoony stuff.
Yeah, because like to me, like I think their bodies look just right. I think their expressions are really good. Like, damn it, I can't speak. My words
I just wanted to say I can't pick between the two, because I don't want to say how much they don't look mature, but they look like they're in Pirate's Curse. They look kind of like, I don't know. It's hard to explain this, but it's more cartoony, a little more childish in Half-Genie Hero, but in Pirate's Curse, it's kind of like they look, we're not even gonna.
Yeah.
They kind of sexual. They didn't sexualize it, but they
kind of like just.
They
they fan serve.
You can tell.
Yeah, from Tan Line Island, like they definitely. That's the biggest fan service. Yeah. Yeah, like that was the biggest.
Hey, but I don't mind. But
yeah, I mean I don't mind either.
But
like, it doesn't help when they're on like the giant rope in that level, and like they're like pulling down on it. It's like, oh god.
Window.
Yeah.
No.
But like,
yeah.
I was gonna say, because Half-Genie Hero has more character portraits, because like, I actually downloaded like a file, which I'm probably gonna.
That's good. Like I would want more of them. Because
in Pirates,
one of the elements of the charm and the character of Shantae is like they're speaking and these portraits change depending on how what the line is or what the dialogue is.
Yeah. Cause like there's like. Probably because there's like more characters, I think, in Half-Genie Hero, but there's just like more portraits, so I get to see these characters with more like expressions and more like poses and stuff, which is probably why I like the art style more. But like,
I feel like they were just experimenting in Pirate's Curse.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, I can go with either or. But I guess since obviously now it's Shantae tradition, I'm guessing to change the art style every game.
Probably know Shantae 5 is gonna have different arts.
Yeah, because we already seen like the concept art pretty much like.
Yeah, she looks taller. She looks a little older.
Yeah, to me, it looks like they kind of combined, like, I guess the kind of, like, quote-unquote anime eyes.
Like, the cartoony, like, style of Half-Genie Hero with how tall and, like, they were in Pirate's Curse.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
It's like, it's like the height of Pirate's Curse, but then, like, the body nature and, like... Of Half-Genie Hero, but like it mixed well. It looks good. It looks really good, and I could say
that leak the like looks like a mix of the Half-Genie Hero and the Pirate's Curse sprite.
To me,
like,
what the leak, the quote unquote leak?
Yeah, like the sprite.
To me, it looks the exact same as Half-Genie Hero, but whatever. Yeah, so I guess we could say we're both satisfied with the new art style because I'm fine with it. I don't know.
I trust Wayforward. So
Yeah.
They haven't failed me yet. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how. I can't freaking speak today. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how it's gonna I can't compare it yet to like Half-Genie, Hero, and Project because I guess I need to see more of the characters in that style. But like so far, I'm satisfied with it. Like it looks good. It looks like it'll be expressive and fun, very artistic and colorful.
All right.
Yeah. So the next thing is voice acting. Ooh boy, this is gonna be an interesting one.
Oh god, this is a debate right here.
Yeah. So let's first talk about what we think of the cast we got so far. So.
Oh, you mean Christina V and just Christina V?
Well, until Half-Genie here, but let me just tell you. Christina V will always be, as of now, because there's no really, like,
the
official... Yeah,
Shantae,
like...
Because there's
like,
no other Shantae.
Yeah, because...
Or the best voice actor in the Shantae series.
It's like...
No other voice actor.
Because, like, okay, when I look at Shantae, and I hear, like, little
think
character
Christina
clips...
V's voice?
Yeah, like, it just meshes well. It's like... Again, going back to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Nah, it's like I don't know. I don't want to use Sonic again, but we're trying to think of another example here.
Like I can't think of any, so I'll just say Sonic again. But like when I hear
you think Ryan Drummond.
Yeah,
right?
like when I hear Ryan Drummond or Jason Griffin, like I see
like
Sonic.
Some people Roger.
Yeah, for some
whatever voice he has.
Yeah.
Besides like Billy White.
Yeah, or yeah, chili dogs, bitch. Yeah, did I do that? But like, let's think of another character, like freaking like I guess Mario, like
you can't think of another voice for Mario.
Yeah,
we should have thought of that first, because that's probably the biggest example.
Because
right you can't think of another voice besides Charles Martinet.
Yeah.
He's probably the biggest voice actor. He voices like half the characters.
Yeah, he voices Mario, Luigi, Wario. Does he do Waluigi?
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, like
he does everybody besides the females, I think.
Yeah, like if Charles Martinet were to like unfortunately like pass away
or leave.
Yeah, or leave or whatever, like retire. Like the next guy Nintendo would get to do Mario, it just be another Charles Martinet. Yeah, because Charles
has to sound like Charles Martinet.
Because like Charles Martinet pretty much like made the definitive Mario voice.
Yeah.
Like you can't just walk in like in like an audition and then do like the Super Mario Brothers show or like the freaking like CDI game.
Mario.
Yeah, being like gay Luigi. Like you can't like no, because no one's gonna like it. Lots of spaghetti. It's like Luigi, like no, like no one wants that. Like people want Charles Martinet.
What Mario should sound like.
Yeah, exactly. Like
for as little voice clips as he has a lot of character for no voice clips.
Yeah, exactly.
He has like 3.
And like the same can go with like Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi. Like if again Charles Martinet were to leave and they got like a new dude or like multiple dudes to do it, like they just copy the same voice because there's no other voice you could do. Like I'm sorry, but like like I can't imagine like Wario without sounding like wah, or is that that's Waluigi?
That's Waluigi.
Yeah, sorry. Like I can't imagine that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mario.
Like I can't. That's the only way I can imagine Wario. I can't imagine him sounding any other way than that. So like,
so for Shantae, you need to have that very kind of a feminine voice.
Stop that Tinker Slug! Scuttletown's under attack! Everybody get out! Uh-oh. She looks mad.
That Christina V.
Yeah, Christina V does like a really good job. And same thing with Risky Boots too. Like when I hear her like do that maniacal laugh. Yeah. Like she makes her sound like comparing her like between like Shantae and like Risky obviously sounds like more mature. Yeah, because it sounds more mature because like you can tell Shantae's like a very like young like a very young like teenager like just learning about the world and stuff.
No games.
Yeah, like Risky means like she means business and stuff, like big boss and everything.
Like so let's get back to this topic because we just went on a huge tangent.
Yeah, about freaking Mario and Charles Martinet.
And like the different Sonics, but
yeah,
let's get back on this subject here.
Yeah.
So do you want to start first? Because you're the one who brought this idea up.
Yeah, so like I said, Christina V is like a freaking goddess to me. Like Christina V, if you're watching this for whatever reason, I love you. You are great. Please keep voicing Shantae for as long as you can because to me, you will be that definitive voice until Wayforward feels
This
like
video is
replacing
not
you.
sponsored by Wayforward.
Yeah, it's not sponsored,
We're not
sadly.
sponsored. But if
Like,
you want to sponsor us,
yeah.
contact us.
And I mean, I think, yeah, Christina V also did, I think, Holly, which, even though we don't care about Holly, I mean, she did a good job as Holly, so.
Holly's literally just Shantae, but not.
Yeah, it's like more squeakier, I want to say.
Yeah.
She's like,
But let's
how
get back
sad?
to
It's something like that. But,
So you said you wanted a fully voice acted Shantae.
well, let's not get to that yet, because I didn't talk about the rest of the actors, because when Friends to the End came out...
There's other actors?
You didn't know about that? Yeah, when they did Friends to the End, they actually got actors for Bolo, Sky, and Roddy Tops. And I'm probably gonna edit in like voice clips for like each character so you can like hear them.
All right, I'll go. Friends to the End.
You two slowpokes will just get in my way. So this is her brain, eh? Wow.
Ready! I can't remember a thing! Nice!
But like, I remember I was playing Friends to the End and I heard their voices, and so far I'm really satisfied with them. Like, Bolo sounds like how I expect him to be, like a young like teenager character. Roddy Top sounds like, you know, fun and energetic.
A flirtatious zombie.
Yeah, and then Sky like, I can't really describe it, but like to me it sounds good. Like I can't imagine Sky sounding like that. So far I'm really like satisfied with this cast. And now let's get into this topic, a fully voice acted Shantae game. Now I know Wayforward was actually gonna say Half-Genie Hero is gonna be fully voice acted during their Kickstarter campaign.
But they didn't reach the stretch goal.
Yeah, something like that, which to me is sad because, like I said, I'm really satisfied with this cast, and I'd really.
Yeah, I would. Honestly, I wouldn't mind it. Even though I feel like the clips work better because I explained this before to you. But when the like portraits switch in like characters, these little voice clips add more to it. Like when one portrait Shantae's happy, Risky Boots says something that's Shantae turns angry in the next portrait and then says a little voice clip that adds like kind of charm. But if it would be fully voice acted, that'd be a really weird transition just to have like a portrait pop up.
Yeah.
Unless I don't know if you know what I mean. But...
Yeah, I know what you mean, and it'd probably make like the text boxes like pointless because no one's gonna like read them really.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, you know, it gets people to read like me to actually pay attention because I don't read that much.
Yeah, because you don't play RPGs.
Yeah. But, like, I think for me, like, I can definitely see what you mean. And like I said, I'm not going to lose sleep over it if they just continue with little voice clips, because I still get to hear,
like I said, the best way of storytelling is silent storytelling. If you can tell a story without barely saying any words, you accomplish something.
Cough, Sonic Mini Adventures, and Team Sonic Racing Overdrive.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Oh, yeah, that is another... You could say almost any of the Genesis games, like in Sonic 2, when Sonic's like, gonna go up to the death egg.
Specifically 3 and Knuckles, or a Super Metroid, or... I'm gonna give a bad example here. Well, not a bad example, but like you could tell it was early voice acting, like Symphony of the Night.
I've not played it, so I can't say.
Easiest voice acting I've ever heard. Like it's fun, it's like funny to like hear and stuff, but like it's not good.
So Mega Man X4.
Oh, that's even worse. That's like legit.
For?
That's legit bad. Like 8 and 4 X4, that's bad. That's like Capcom like literally grappled from their studio and just made him voice act.
Yeah.
But anyways.
But yeah, so like I said, I'd like to see a fully voice acted game because like I said,
do you think it's necessary though?
No, like I said, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I'm not gonna send a hate email to wait for like, why don't you use your voice actors more? Like make them do their full lines. Like I'm not gonna sleep over because like I definitely do agree with you. Like the little like one sentence like in Half-Genie Hero when Risky Boots shows up and Shantae's like, Risky Boots, I thought so. Like yeah, that adds a lot of charm, but I would like to see like what this like cast is like really capable of with like a fully voice acted game. But like, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. So yeah, I guess that's my thoughts.
And I already said my thoughts, so we can move on.
Yeah. So next thing is another big one. How the animal transformations should be handled.
Boy,
that's a very big one. So I guess
I want
you go first.
Okay, number one, Pirate's Curse is the best game because it didn't have time wasting with the transfer.
Yeah, definitely.
It was just super fluid. But I want to say they had a huge improvement from going from the first game where you had to input stuff to do dances to Risky's Revenge, where it's just a dance but it takes a while, to Half-Genie Hero, where it's still like a click of a button and then you're transformed, but it still kind of like interrupts gameplay a little bit.
Yeah, because
so
like
what I would want, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, because like you'll be like in the middle of a level and then Shantae like stops and then you have to select the thing and then she does like a little like animation and poof. Like it's actually not super time consuming, but it's like a few seconds wasted to like, so it's kind of like it's still kind of a pace breaker in Half-Genie Hero.
So yeah, I just for this new game, I would want something that can make you transform quicker right off the bat. Maybe like a scroll wheel, like kind of like at the time of this recording, what we've seen of Mario Maker 2, which has like a little scroll wheel for you to add enemies and stuff.
Actually, another good
transformations.
Another good example is actually Mega Man 11. But I haven't played 11 yet.
Oh
like,
yeah,
There's like a mix. There's like a thing.
You just flick the right stick.
Yeah, the right stick, and then like Mega Man will use the Robot Master's ability, like turn into the costume or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think Wayforward should either do something like that, and like when Shantae turns into.
I don't think the dance is necessary.
Yeah, I was gonna say, cause, like, it's still a pace breaker. It's still a pace breaker.
Yeah, it's the same dance.
So like honestly, you know what they should do? If they want to bring back dances, just bring back the gem mini game from the first game, so you can have the dance animations.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's
like
another issue. That's an easy way of getting gems.
Yeah, exactly. So like, if we still want to see Shantae, like shake her hips and stuff, like just add the gem mini game.
If anything, you just make that an idle animation.
Yeah, honestly, you could do that too, because I don't think Shantae has any idle animations either, from what I know. Well, I think in Half-Genie, in Half-Genie Hero it's only like 2, but I know in Pirate's Curse she like does some stuff, but it's not a lot. So they should definitely make like the different dances, like idle animations. Yeah, and then like
just make the transformations just go poof.
Yeah, honestly, like when you can still move while selecting the stick or whatever, and then like you'll see a poof on the screen, like on Shantae, but you're still moving. So
I know they're not gonna do this, but I just had this idea right now. Like maybe they could do, like you could go from one transformation straight into another transformation. Like let's say you can go from climbing as a monkey straight into instead of having to transform back into Shantae, you could go from like the elephant straight into, what was another transformation? The spider?
Yeah, the spider.
Or like, into the harpy.
Yeah, the harpy.
Whatever you want.
Or like the best one, the mouse.
Shantae Half-Genie Hero mouse only one.
Oh god, no. Has anyone done that?
I hope not.
Because that sounds like torture. Like damn.
But anyways.
Yeah, so I think I had another idea. It's like, so you know how in Pirate's Curse, like how they're all kind of mapped to like one button?
Yeah.
Like I think they should do something like that. So like if they want to bring back like something like the scimitar, like maybe they should have a thing where it's like you run a bit, there'll be a little glow animation, you press like X or square or whatever like controller you're using, and then maybe like Shantae can like charge as like the freaking like elephant or whatever, like something like that.
You know, I really want a transformation that's similar to the scimitar run. Like, if you know what move I'm talking about from Pirates.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, maybe they can get, like, the elephant, and it can be,
the
like...
elephant charge could be that, right?
Yeah, something like that. Though, maybe they need to, like... I don't know, like... Because they can't be as broken, because you can't combo with the cannon, and then, like, the pirate hat, because an elephant's, like, heavy as hell, so...
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like an idea, which is also kind of going to a topic. I said new idea, so I guess we can just kind of combine both here, I guess, so... I think another thing I wanted is like because I don't know how many like animal transformations they'll put in this game, but like maybe they can have like a swapping feature where it's like if they somehow for levels can make like each level like built off for every animal somehow. I'm not saying they will, and I don't think they will, but if they do, maybe they can have like a system where you can swap like what animals you want. So you can have like pack 1 animals, so pack 1 has like monkey, harpy, and like crab or whatever. Pack 2 can have like elephant. bat and like
Yeah.
spider. Like maybe something like that, so you can like experiment with like what combinations you like or something like that.
I was gonna say maybe they could add more special guest transformations, kind of like they had Sophia 3 from Blaster Master.
Yeah,
Half-Genie Hero.
that was actually that was kind of
mind,
cool.
Like, I wouldn't mind like I don't know what other indie games, maybe like a Shovel Knight transformation.
Yeah.
Or, I want to say.
Sans.
I don't know what other transformations you can use.
Sans. She can turn into Sans. Damn,
No.
that's really well. This video is gonna be dated anyway by the time the game comes out, but whatever.
But yeah, maybe some more cameo transformations.
Yeah, maybe that.
Maybe some more random stuff like blob.
Yeah, I was gonna say bring back the blobfish. Like that was purely for visual humor, like on its own.
The jug.
Yeah, the tree, the tree.
It's like so random. Like
Yeah, I don't know, man. Wayforward just kind of pulled it out of their ass, I guess. I don't know, something like that. So I guess.
Any other ideas?
I'm trying to think. Animal.
I want it to be as fluid as Pirate's Curse. Honestly, I don't want it to be have to stop in the middle of my gameplay.
Cause like.
Information.
Cause like the animals like are fun. It's just that like you know, it's like they kind of like break the pacing. I think is the problem.
I want them to be implemented more too, because they really feel like secondary things.
Yeah, I was actually gonna
they
say
just feel like things to get past the platform.
Like that, like
feel
maybe
like.
they can have like full-on levels like built on for a specific animal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Because
So,
maybe
like-
you could have like a whole heartbeat section. Or a
Yeah,
whole-
like that.
Like you
'Cause,
know
like-
how they have like the shoot 'em up sections
Yeah.
that no one likes.
Yeah, and Half-Genie with the mermaid, and you're shooting the bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they can bring something back like
like-
that.
Those are bad, but
It's like, but it was a good idea though. They just didn't implement it well.
yeah.
So like maybe
Maybe a level where Shantae can't transform back until she gets to the end of it, because maybe something happens in that level.
or like yeah, like
But-
maybe like Shantae's like in the jungle, and it's like it's really hard to see like on the ground. So like she uses like her monkey transformation or like bat or whatever. It's like pretty much like I'd say like probably.
I was
like,
gonna say maybe you can add more abilities to these animals transformations as well, because like the bat only has this sonar that you use
Yeah.
once. And you don't even need it if you're good enough.
Yeah, like maybe the bat can like bite or something. Like I don't know, something like that, or like
Maybe you can use
maybe
echolocation to find hidden items or something.
or like take some inspiration from the Donkey Kong Country games actually, with like Rambi and like whatever the elephant is in Donkey Kong Country
and
3.
you know, like, the spider transformation would work from like Squitter.
Yeah,
where
like
you
that,
can-
like that
you can
actually.
make your own platforms.
That'd
and
actually
stuff.
be like really cool to like borrow, and I don't think anyone would complain really. So like yeah,
I
maybe
can't
they,
believe we just made a Donkey Kong Country 3 reference, but yeah,
Yeah.
Ellie, how like
yeah,
Ellie
like
the
maybe
elephant
like
uses her-
maybe
she sips up water, she uses that as ammo and stuff. Or
yeah,
something
maybe like
that.
let's say the first level is like Burning Town again from like Pirates Cursors. Was that in any other Shantae game?
I'm not sure, but I just remember it.
Something like that, where it's like, oh, Scuttletown or Main Street's on fire again, so Shantae has to like use like her elephant transformation to like
Suck up some water.
yeah, suck
and
up
then
some
shoot
water
her.
and like stop, and then you get like a thing at the end or something, and it's like throughout the level. But like they shouldn't be too hard to find, obviously. 'Cause, like you want to keep a good pacing going. So yeah, I think that's it for that.
Yeah.
So that was also added to new ideas. So let's say playable characters. So I guess you want to go first?
Obviously, the main one here would have to be Risky Boots. Risky has to be playable in this next game as DLC.
Yeah,
Yes.
either DLC or like as
A
part
campaign.
as part of the game.
Yeah. She needs to be playable. And I ain't talking about, I don't know how good it was in Half-Genie Hero, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about Pirate's Curse Risk. How Shantae controlled in Pirate's Curse. Make Risky control like that.
Yeah, cause like I did play, like I said, cause I did buy all the DLC with my digital copy of the game on Switch. Cause yes, fun fact, guys, I had it on PS4, and then I got like a lot of eShop money. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a Half-Genie Hero on Switch.
Again,
Yeah, I don't care if I wasted my money, cause I got to play that DLC. And let me say, some of that DLC was good.
supporting the creators.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I did play Pirate Mode. It was really fun, but like it wasn't like Pirate's Curse. Probably because it's like a level to level game and not like an actual Metroidvania. Plus, they didn't bring back like every move. Like one move that didn't sadly come back was the scimitar. The scimitar didn't come back. She can't like break levels, which to me like that's fun in like any game. Is like just speedrunning it.
Well, the cannon, stuff like that. The
See,
hat is useful to like help yourself like correct your jumps.
they did bring back the hat and the cannon, like the pistol. I know they added some newer stuff, but like I can't remember what it was though. Oh yeah, I think she could like deploy Tinkerbats, which is actually kind of cool, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's a cool idea.
But like I think what they need to do is like I think for the DLC what they were trying to do, because this goes for Friends to the End too. Like I think they were trying to go for like
mini shorts, like shorty,
like
shorts.
that, or like they tried to like make like a Super Mario World like Sonic like kind of levels where it's like it's built for every character, but I don't think they got it patented down yet. Cause like I said, the game feels like I said, I love Half-Genie Hero, but it feels like it's built like in some kind of like really easy to use,
kind of disjointed,
like a really easy to use like level editor. And then they just like switch some things. So like, oh, instead of this platform here, like, you know, Sky has to use her egg and make a platform.
Oh,
and it's like
the world doesn't. I don't know if it's me, but kind of the world in Half-Genie Hero doesn't feel as connected as it was in Pirate's Curse.
yeah, because like I said, going back to like the story conversation we had, like Pirate's Curse added like a lot to like the lore and like depth into the Shantae like universe and everything. And then like in Half-Genie Hero, it's just like, oh, you have Scuttletown, a factory, a desert. I mean, I guess the air one, like the carpets or whatever, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, the race, yeah, that was pretty unique.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. And it was kind of cool seeing like Ammo Baron's like whole armada,
idea
which
to use the carpets.
yeah, like that was cool. Which also probably should have mentioned this earlier, but like I also assume every villain's gonna like, or mostly all the villains are gonna come back.
New ones too. We need some new barons. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that
Hypno Baron wasn't even evil, and
he just wanted to help Squid Baron sell merch. Because Squid Baron is just like the freaking Deadpool of Shantae, except he's not the Deadpool. He's just the fourth wall breaker. Oh yeah, well, that's why I said Deadpool. But like he doesn't like kill people or talk about like sex or something. I don't know. That's like the best way I can describe Deadpool. Sorry guys, but like yeah. So I think what they need to do is like something I'd like to see is instead of just like rehashing Shantae's old levels, which I don't mind if they do for some of them, but I think for each character, like do what they did in like Sonic Adventure, like Sonic Adventure 2, or like do you know if Mario Galaxy like gave like specific levels to Luigi or something? Like, I think it's Mario Galaxy 2 maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
Like give them like their own and like exclusive or like hell, even Sonic Mania did it. Maybe it was for one level with Knuckles and Mirage Saloon where like you're not on the train but you're actually on the ground. But like give like the character specific levels. Like for Ritzy, like give her more like Pirate's Curse type levels where it's like they're more like bigger and open. You can like speed run through them.
Yeah, more Metroidvania.
Yeah, stuff like that.
More
and then
explorative.
I don't know what to really say for Sky Ball and Ruddy Tops because I really like the idea of them being playable, but like I'm just gonna say this now, I did not like Friends to the End. Like I like the dialogue and character interaction obviously, but like the levels were like they just rehashed Shantae's levels and like changed little things kind of.
Well, you can say that about a lot of the DLC.
Yeah, but it's like it didn't feel unique though. Cause like I don't know.
At least Risky felt unique.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how to explain it, but like either give them new levels or like completely change level design or something. Cause like I didn't really enjoy Friends to the End that much like from a gameplay perspective. I did, like I said, I like the character interaction, like seeing Sky, Bull, and Roddy Tops work together to bring Shantae back after, you know, Risky made it to Nega Shantae, but it's like, from a gameplay perspective, I think they really could have done a lot better. To me, it's like the second worst mode in the game, first being beach mode, but that's a topic for another day. So yeah, but who knows, maybe they'll bring in new characters we can play as, like I don't know.
We'll get a villain, and then Risky's story will be how she feels like, how she wants to become the villain again or something.
Yeah. Or like I said,
those plot lines.
Actually, what they could do maybe is like bring in another Half-Genie hero again, like what they were gonna do with Holly.
I just want to give an example here, but let's make this DLC like Shovel Knight's DLC. Not take as long as King Knight, but
yeah, still waiting for that. But by the time of this recording, we're still waiting for King of Cards.
But each of those, even though they're the same, they're the same like set pieces. They feel like different levels.
Yeah, like
the characters feel different.
That's what I'm saying.
The story's like, different, and
because like I feel like because Cause like actually maybe what they should do is instead of making, cause Friends to the End was kind of like, I'm sorry to keep bringing Sonic in this video because it's a Shantae discussion, but like it's kind of like how Sonic Heroes handle, like you're switching between the characters, but it's like I said, it's like
Oh yeah, I figured.
but it's
I haven't
like
played it yet,
but it's like I'm saying, it's like it's just something up with the levels. Like I don't know what it is, but it's just something up with the levels that like they're not really like, I feel like they're not really using it to, like I don't know how to explain it. I don't like how they're using the characters or whatever. Like, I can't explain it really. It's really hard to explain. But it's just like maybe like just like fix up the levels, or like maybe make the characters like just individually played by themselves. So, like you know, maybe like whenever.
Nah, we need. I feel like we should have more character interactions between those three, because those three are like they're not even, they're quote unquote friends, but we all know.
Yeah. Well, they work together to help Shantae in the end, because that's like their friends. So yeah. Well, I assume like Sky and Bolo are friends. It's just like Sky's like on and off with Roddy.
It's almost like she tried to eat Shantae in the first
Yeah.
game or something.
Yeah, no, crazy man.
Or tried to sell information to Risky for coffee. Because
was it Risky? I thought that was Hypno Baron.
it was one of them, but
I think it was
they
Hypno.
sold information.
I
for
think
coffee.
it was Hypno Baron. I'm pretty sure because that's Hypno Baron's castle, but whatever. So, the last topic will be DLC. I think for DLC, all they really have to do is like, I guess, bring back the modes from like Half-Genie Hero, I guess. If you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like Officer mode. Which, by the way, in my opinion, Officer mode's like the best mode in that game by far. Like it's the most fun. And yes, it's because it's Mighty Switch Force, but it's really fun. Like they really get
Well, Mighty Switch Force is fun, and that needs a Switch Force.
that needs a Switch port, because after playing that DLC, I really want to play Mighty Switch Force now, but it's not on Switch, which is kind of
Weird.
Yeah, weird, because Mighty
Missed
Switch
opportunity.
Force, yeah, Mighty Switch, Nintendo Switch, like it works, man. Like be a really good idea if they did that. But yeah, I guess bring back like the other modes and all that. If they want to make Risky and like, you know, Sky, Bolo, and Rowdy Tops like DLC, I'm fine with that, because I'll hopefully have money. Or like, you know, like I said, if they bring in, like I said, maybe if they actually bring in like another Half-Genie hero to team up with Shantae or something like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe he or she could be DLC, something like that. Or like, maybe they can make like the Barons playable actually. Now that I think about
that
it.
would be a cool idea.
Yeah.
I never even thought of that.
Yeah, like that
Barons
just
being
came to
playable.
me. Yeah, like Ammo Baron, like maybe with Ammo Baron, like you could play as him and like ride in a tank or something. Like it's kind of like
Or
like
Techno use a whole bunch of like gadgets and stuff.
yeah, I was gonna say for like Ammo Baron, it's like think, you know, like this section in like Freedom Planet where like, have you played as Carol in that game yet or no?
No, I haven't.
But there's like one like section, you know, the section where like you're riding as the dragon with Lilac. They did that both, but Carol's like in a tank, so maybe they can do it with Ammo Baron, or like maybe what they can do is like they can give like a mode where like he actually used like the magic silkworms and like use those in levels. Like that'd actually be kind of cool, I think. Or, like
Yeah, that'd actually be cool.
or like Techno Baron could like, yeah, he could use like gadgets, and stuff. Or like, you know, like Hypno Baron can use like spells or whatever. And,
yeah, I don't know what Squid Baron would do.
Well, Squid
Baron
yeah.
could break the.
Well, I mean, you know, according to frickin' Pirate's Curse, he has the
He turned
2.0, yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe he can be in his mech or something, I don't know. Or like I said, maybe they can add new Barons, maybe make them playable and give them their own stories, because like, I feel like, because so far, like, Risky's like the most developed villain besides the Pirate Master, who's
Well,
probably...
these villains are kind of jokes.
Yeah,
They're really not like serious.
yeah.
villains.
I'd say the most successful
Techno Baron
one...
talks about his mom all the.
Yeah, I'd say the most successful would probably, besides Risky, would probably, and the Pirate Master would be Ammo Baron, since he was actually able...
because Techno Baron's plot in Half-Genie Hero is literally capture girls to make counterfeit fucking
food,
mermaids.
yeah, for food and stuff. And then like Hypno Baron's kind of really just like helping Squid Baron make merch. But like I said, I'd like to see these characters have their own stories, like see them develop as characters, if you know what I mean. Because like I feel like some of them haven't gotten. Because yeah, I think they're probably supposed to be like the comedic relief, but like it's always, when handled correctly. I repeat, when handled correctly, you can like get like a good like story for like a side character. Cause I remember you say you always prefer like the side characters than like the main characters. Like that's why you like Plug that a lot.
Well, this is different from the Shantae series because Shantae has a lot of characters.
Yeah.
But I do prefer Roddy. Not Roddy's house, Risky Boots.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's all the topics we had. Wow, this video actually became longer than I thought it was gonna be. We're like an hour in. That's crazy. That's Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just for a wrap up.
Yeah.
Can't wait till Shantae 5 comes out because that's probably a day one buy for me.
I'm hoping it'll
day one buy
be.
for me, and not bringing my expectations up too high because I already know Wayforward knows what they're doing and I trust them.
Yeah.
Because they're, I won't say they're 4 for 4, but damn, they have some.
Yeah,
they have a good record.
like so far there hasn't been like any quote unquote bad Shantae game.
They just have issues.
Yeah, they have like little
fixed.
Yeah, that can easily be fixed if they just like take the time and like listen to fan reception, which I'm pretty sure Wayforward does listen to their fans.
Yeah, because obviously there was an improvement from Risk.
From Risk Revenge to Half-Genie Hero, so it's pretty obvious they do like listen to the fans on like Twitter and like YouTube and all that. So yeah, so like I said, to recap, we want a story like Pirate's Curse. We know it's gonna have probably the same characterization, but like something that adds more to the lore of the Shantae universe. Like I said, Shantae's mom or dad or something. We probably say dungeons since Wayforward knows how to handle those better, but if they do levels, make them bigger and add more levels. Then we're either fine with hand-drawn sprites or normal pixel sprites. It's pretty obviously going to be sprites at this point, but we wouldn't mind, you know, a 2.5D. Voice acting, we're pretty much fine with this cast. Like I said, I like to see a fully voiced game, but if not, I'm not going to sleep over it. Just make the animal transformations faster. Maybe add some new characters for, like, you know, new ideas or stuff like that. More playable characters. Like I said, like, maybe the Barons could be playable. Maybe they can be DLC and stuff like that. So, yeah, obviously, I'm not expecting all of this, I guess. But, like, you know, I'm expecting, like...
These are just ideas.
These are just ideas. And they can be applied to any Shantae game, I guess, really. So, like I said, you know, bigger story, bigger levels, and stuff like that. Transformations faster, and like I think we'll have a good Shantae game in our hands. But I'm pretty sure Shantae 5 is going to be a good game. At least I'm hoping. So, Benny, you want to end with your thoughts, I guess, before we wrap up?
Well, I just really hope that Shantae 5 is a good game, but we already know. So, not saying we already know, but we're already expecting it to be at least a decent game.
Yeah.
A playable game.
Yeah, like a fun game. Like I'm at least I'm gonna put my expectations like on the same length as Half-Genie Hero, where it's like a fun game at least. Like maybe not like spectacular like Pirates Curse, but like an enjoyable time where like I can like be at like, you know, at school in a study hall or whatever, and like maybe pick up my Switch and like turn it on and play like a little bit, and then like put it back down and then come back to it later when I feel like it. So yeah, thank you all. If you made it this far, I'm so sorry for us rambling, and sometimes we cut each other off, and you might have heard some background noise. But I mean, hey, we're very young, if you couldn't tell, so we're not like professionals. So it's not
like this is our first video or something.
Yeah, like we just want to put our opinions out there because this discussion was fun. This was really fun to talk about because I would have never imagined me saying the Baron should be playable. I don't think I would have ever said that unless we did this. So. Yeah, so if you got this far, I guess thanks for watching. Here's to Shantae 5 hopefully being a good game. And I'll see you all next time, I guess. Bye.
Good night.
Mermaid meat?